Hey there, it's Jeannie with Blaha. Take a walk with your angels and joyflames.com. I love this question because it's covering a lot of territory for a lot of people right now, which is what is going on? How do I wake up in the morning and I'm feeling so yucky about life? These are thoughts that I don't even think. I don't even have that perspective on life. It feels like something came over me and here I am waking up feeling gross about my life, and I don't feel gross about my life. Okay, so a few things to cover in this dimension is that whenever you have a sense that something got under your skin, or the words, I don't even feel like myself, or I don't know what came over me, all right, that is when you are picking up on a much bigger scale of things, of a collective consciousness. So what happens when we go to sleep at night? We are jumping into the quantum, and you are connecting with the infinite number of essential selves and souls that are either in form or out of form, could be any which way. And then when you wake up in the morning, you have an awareness, you are awakened in those states to what is the general consensus of things that are happening right now. Okay, so with the state of things, a lot of times right now around the world, particularly the last few years, I've noticed there is a lot more eruptivity, volatility, a sense that what is happening, why are people hurting each other without a thought, and how are we hurting the planet so much and the animals, and all of this is going on, right? So when you're going to sleep at night, you might have had a fantastic day, a joyful night, and you go into the quantum and you're just seeing all these feelings of people and their perspectives from all over the planet. And then when you jump back in to wake up for your day, all of a sudden you're very connected to all of that, right? So what do we do about it? Okay, so, and one of those key things is when you wake up in the morning, you can ask, wait a minute, did I go to bed like this? Was I thinking like this last night when I went to bed? No. So what you can do about it is, as soon as you become that awakened state of like, oh gross, this feels gross today, it's yucky, it's like I'm starting to question, wait, maybe I'm not as happy as I thought I was, maybe I'm not as at peace, maybe I'm not thinking that I'm needing to stay where I'm staying, or I need to go somewhere else, or etc. And then you go, well, not really, because I'm enjoying this. It's just in the morning when I first awaken, I'm feeling like this. So take that and start and just redirect light, love, peace, compassion, empathy, whatever pops in your head when you say, what do people need right now in order to feel better? And you'll get an answer. And it could be something like feeling safe with things, like I said, compassion, empathy, trust, having an idea that things are going to work out, that things are going to get better, that all is well. Whatever that case is, you just let that energy go to wherever it flows, and then say, okay, and see what happens within about an hour or two. Because what you're probably going to notice is that you start shifting up, your frequency starts shifting up, rather than staying stuck in that idea of that you're in some kind of an illusion. How dare you be so happy about your life when there is a lot of misery around. Now what we're being exposed to or shown is a lot of all that negativity. We're not necessarily being shown all of the good that's happening on the planet, all of the love, all of these stories of behind the scenes care for the planet, for the animals, for the children. And so allow yourself to move away from all that exposure to the absolute hopelessness of things, and then encourage all your friends and loved ones to do the same too, and to put your focus back on that which you do desire to see in the world. It's not being Pollyanna, it's not being fluffy and etc. The only way we change the world is if we get on it with our intention, which is actually more powerful than thought, don't forget that. So setting those intentions of what you do desire to see, rather than sitting in the state of fear or anxiety or panic about what you're thinking could happen. So redirecting it all the time back to, wait a minute, it's on all of us. We're all co-creating this at the same time. So if we all get into this ruminating, dwelling piece of how gross things are getting or whatever, we're just gonna have a gross getting more. So it's about taking that intention and refocusing it. And again, if you're not nearby to help a situation that you are really struck by, then make sure that you still take your intention and your direction of your focus to, hey, let the powers that be, let the people who can get involved in that are closer, that have the education or the degrees or the certifications or the power to do something about it, let them get there, that they're connected to it, or they need extra support, or a sense of strength. Maybe they're just seeking strength to end up being able to take care of something. It's not copying out. It's not standing back and doing nothing. Energy is very powerful. And you'll see along your way that sometimes your intentions land so fast, and you're going, wait a minute, I just had that thought. And today, somebody showed up in the scene that's doing something about this. That's how strong your intention is. Because your intention goes out with no filters. Nothing saying, well, what if this could happen or what if that could happen, which are counter-intentional, to yes, it can happen. Yes, help can arrive. Yes, assistance can be there. And it switches you out of those states of where a lot of people are feeling complete hopelessness, that they feel like there's no help coming in. I just want to touch on this because people say, yeah, but that's not really taking action. Do not underestimate the action that is already involved in intention. Because when you are setting your intentions and you're pulling them in from, say you're getting something from the quantum, or you're getting something from a loved one who's passed, or you're getting something from a spirit guide, or from your own essential self, that's saying, this is what's necessary, this is what's needed. If they could just have this show up, that would provide help. All of that you're funneling through has charge to it. So it's not, as soon as you set that intention, it's not just you doing it. You're bringing in all kinds of help, all kinds of assistance, all kinds of layers of things that's where the miracles happen. And those in Quantum Suggestion was probably a few weeks ago, they were talking about miracles and what are miracles. And they said it's when we let go and decide we don't have to make these arrangements that we believe they might be the best arrangements. However, there are these other fields of energy that are at play with us that can take care of things faster. Because why? Because they're in a speedier frequency than if we're in hopelessness or a state of complete, I have no idea what to do about this, or I wish I could do something about it. And so set your intentions, keep directing them, letting them fly out there and letting them encompass whoever else happens to be also thinking about whatever it is. And this happens with everything on the planet. You can see where, gosh, how did that just show up for those people and they got help? Or this community over here all of a sudden had somebody show up and be an assistance. And if you talk to the people that are there on the scene, oftentimes they're going to tell you, I had the weirdest nudge, or I had the strangest ping on my antenna, or something just made me come here today. Or I don't know, I wasn't even supposed to be here today and I was driving in another direction and I ended up here to help. Guess where all that came from? It's all the collective. It's all of us setting those intentions and having those visions rather than the visions and the ruminating and the dwelling on the great demise of things, or the falling apart, or the crashing and burning of things. So hold those intentions really strongly and keep casting them out there. And we may or may not know what they do until we pass, but I just assure you that they matter a lot. Until you see it for yourself at some point, or if you already have, you know what I'm talking about. But until you see it, one day when you do, you'll say, oh my gosh, I was a part of that to help. I did contribute. I wasn't just standing back not doing anything. All right? Love you lots. This is Jeannie from Blaha, Colorado. Take a walk with your angels. EnjoyFlames.com. Peace.